Hello, welcome to Tech Fellas. This is another video on YouTube about iPhone 11 Pro. I know, you've been fed up with this shit, but we've got one for a little while and decided instead of making a regular review, use it for our pros and cons series. I hope you'll find this more useful and actually watch this at least a little bit. So, let's take into it. And to reach the opener of our list of advantages, take a look at the back of the phone. I'll remind you that all models in 11 series have a glass body, but 11 Pro and Max finishing is matte instead of glossy iPhone 11. If you're gonna use it without a case, which is unlikely to happen, okay, by the time you'll be waiting for case shipping, or at least when unpacking your new phone, you may notice that matte finish is more pleasant on touch and less fingerprint catching than whole lot of glossy phones. I'd say that you may not even want to put the case or skin on it, but even taking the fact that Apple's sign remained glossy, the grasp is still poor, so if I had some case sponsorship, I would definitely put it somewhere here. Next big advantage is a camera set. iPhone 11 Pro has much to offer here, and I'll start from the ultra-wide angle one. Apple fans should be excited as never before, as that feature was always highly expected here. As for the quality, the sharpness is a little bit less than in photos from usual wide-angle lens, but results are still satisfying enough, and I fall in love with preview of ultra-wide photo when shooting in a normal mode. Night photos are great. Comparing with Samsung Galaxy S10, the shooting quality is more detailed and crisp. Pictures taken on iPhone look more natural and not overprocessed. Also, I have to admit that previous iPhones just didn't deliver night pictures with even close quality. And just for you to know, it works only with the regular wide lens, not the ultra-wide one. And finally, the videos. Both main set and selfie camera do an awesome job shooting clips in 4K. If that ought to be the best video camera for the next half of the year, I wouldn't be surprised. Now tell me, how else to make iPhone 11 Pro more desirable? To enhance the battery life, regarding the promised additional 4 hours out of full charge. It's hard to count seamless, however we caught that feeling that after hours of testing, shooting and dealing with software, the phone doesn't ask for charging brick as often as 10s model would. By the way, quick charging brick to be more specific. Next, mostly a curious fact than a feature is the option to get the smartphone with true dual SIM. And I'm speaking not only about one physical SIM card and one eSIM. If you take the journey to Hong Kong or China, or have people in the right places, or smart enough to buy phone from there and ship it to your door, you can get it with 2 SIM cards for your needs. Besides, this time it's available for all models. I remind you that last series had this option for XR and XS Max iPhones, but not for XS. Improved water and dust protection. Following popular YouTube channels with teardowns, many say that new iPhone's body is more kind to home repair without some additional rubber inserts, but also that amount of adhesive gasket has increased significantly. That is probably all the trick with better IP68 resistance than in XS model. Now let me tell you what I didn't enjoy about iPhone 11 Pro, and the first clue concerns all new models and the company itself. Apple completely got rid of 3D Touch, and here's why it's toxic. Imagine next, you're the owner of iPhone 7 or 8 and you didn't really need to switch to 10th generation models just because you were good with your current life. But now it's been almost 3 years and you obviously want to upgrade your phone or some of that features I mentioned before. So next couple of weeks after buying new iPhone, you are struggling with haptic touch and feeling that you lost something instead of getting it. That might be bothersome. It's not all. 3D Touch was one of rare features that talked about differences between Apple and Android devices. Now it's gone, together with the proud reason to say it's dope because it has. Let's speak about everlasting and seemingly inevitable. $1,000 for a phone with 64 gigs of storage is literally an insult to the customer in the multiverse where China exists. Besides, with iPhone 11 Pro, Apple seemingly ignored 128 gigs option. If only 64 became 128, if only. Pro naming is not justified by any fair means. I might be too demanding for these 3 letters, but there is no Type-C port for more functionality, the frame is still the same, taking scratches all around, there is no reverse wireless charging, some stylus or Apple stamp support, I don't know, there is nothing that would make such update not minor. Of course, it's all based on my humble opinion. Maybe you'd like to confirm or bust my words in comment section down this video? Moving on, although the shooting quality is awesome, but overall camera features are still basic as for the stock app, which makes it falling behind the competitors in the set of functions. I agree, it's definitely easy and user-friendly, but this is not an excuse for a pro kind of a smartphone. And the last, and hopefully the least, none of our team got enough temptation to upgrade from the previous iPhone generation. For real, the only purpose for that would be only in terms of our job to make detailed reviews and some comparisons. Unfortunately, the ultra-wide camera, new front-facing one, and some increase in battery life are probably not enough. So that was our list of reasons to buy or not to buy iPhone 11 Pro, and if its advantages are enough for you, down below this video you will find the links to the stores where you can buy that phone. And if you like this video, then why not to support our channel by subscribing to it, hitting the like button and ringing the bell to stay tuned for more cool content. My thanks for watching, and there's Sluffies of course. Enjoy!